I'm here with Travis Katz to hear about MySpace International and in particular in Asia. What are the big stories of international development of MySpace in general first? What are you doing internationally?
Well, so we've been growing incredibly fast internationally. So we've moved from 50 million uniques in one country outside the US to 30 countries and 60 million uniques, and we're continuing to grow. So it's a very exciting time. We're sort of growing everywhere. Particularly in Asia, we have a bit of a different approach where we have our own sort of wholly owned entities in India and in Korea, and we have joint ventures in China and Japan.
What can a company do, a brand do on MySpace? What's your pitch?
Well, we can do an incredible number of things, but the main thing is, first of all, you can reach a massive audience. So MySpace worldwide reaches about 14% of the internet audience. It's a huge, staggering reach, and those people are spending an average of 164 minutes per month. So if you're a brand and you're thinking, how do you connect with your customers are here and they're interacting. What you can do uniquely on MySpace, we have fairly sophisticated targeting that allows you to target people based on not only demographics but interests, but we also allow you to run very interesting global brand campaigns. So we've done you can buy, whether you're an advertiser sitting in Japan or an advertiser sitting in France, plan a campaign that's going to run in 20 countries in 20 different languages on MySpace and execute it in a single point of contact.
Is this a branding exercise or is this something different?
It depends what your brand objectives are. So some brands care about branding, some care about engagement,
and
some care about performance.
Branding would be more a banner ad.
It can take a lot of forms. So you can create a customized community that creates engagement, but it's about creating an immersive experience for your brand on MySpace. You can create, we did a fantastic campaign with Intel across Europe, where Intel basically wanted to associate their brands with music. Intel is the brand that powers music. So what they did was a really smart campaign. We created communities in 6 countries in Europe. They got musicians involved by saying any musician that will add Intel as one of their friends can have 5 rather than 4 songs on their musician's profile. This spread like wildfire through the musician community. Everyone was really excited. They got tons of bands to sign up. They then launched a pan-European Intel supergroup competition.
So this is sort of Pop Idol for...
Pop Idol, where any musician could nominate their bass player, their drummer, their singer to be part of the supergroup, which would then record a song with Universal Music. So what they basically got was all of the bands to go out and tell their fans, hey, we're entering this competition, go to the Intel profile and vote for us and support us. Intel got more than 6 million views on their profile on MySpace. Think about that, that's staggering for a brand profile about a semiconductor. They had 6 million people go and interact. It was tremendously successful, and it's those kind of clever campaigns that make a difference.
Any particular campaigns in Asia that you can think of?
Well, interestingly, we've done a lot of things. So I talked a little bit in our panel about Cartier and how Cartier actually did a global campaign that actually was in China and Japan, as well as France and the US and Italy and the UK. And they basically created this sort of global, essentially a exclusive Cartier community that really reflected the Cartier brand, got people talking about their campaign theme, which is love, and what does love mean to you, for the launch of their love bracelet. And they planned this from their office in France to run an immersive brand experience that they could control, that was running in China and Japan. It was a pretty fantastic and very innovative campaign, and they pulled in artists like Lou Reed and a lot of other independent artists who came in and supported the campaign. It was amazing.
Right, and interestingly, what that allowed them to do is that you're saying from France, get a global platform, a global reach.
Correct.
Interaction.
And it was something that, for a chief marketing officer who's sitting in Italy or sitting in France or sitting in Germany to say, okay, I want to figure out, I have an idea that I want to do and I want to do it everywhere, but to do it I'm going to have to go through my 10 different marketing heads in all these countries, and they're going to have to go through their agencies. It's incredibly hard to do, and so brands have really shied away from doing global campaigns, and a lot of times just because execution is really hard. Brands like MySpace are making it easy again to do it, and we're actually seeing this as an area that people are really excited about, and we're starting to see more and more demand for this kind of thing.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you, Thomas.